Sarosi, Hungary. On my left, Hald Jensen, Denmark. Service over, 1-love.
Welcome back to our second game of the semi-finals here at the Carlton Irish Future Series. Up now we have Laura Sarosi of Hungary versus Hald Jensen of Denmark. The Hungarian being the third seed in the tournament. Jensen unseeded. So
yeah, unseeded but a very experienced player, and although unseeded in this competition, I would say experience-wise, I think she would be the favourite for this one.
We'll see how what her fitness is like, because she's had some tough rounds to get through to the semi-finals. First round she had 3 sets, second round 3 sets, slightly more comfortable 2-set win in the quarterfinals. But the Hungarian having a fairly easy route to the final, bar her quarterfinal, which went to 3. So
yeah, very hard quarter-final match. Winning in setting in the 3rd set, so quite a good win for her there. She's really happy to come through that one. 23-21 versus Ayla Husse of Switzerland. Some long rallies here, as we'd expect to see in these ladies singles matches, and good net shot there, taking the shuttle very early to win that point.
Off to a strong start. Only noticing the strapped left knee. Ben, has that been present all weekend?
I think often plays with this strapping, and I think I would guess an ongoing knee problem there. Hope that doesn't affect the match, and she's able to move. Seems to be moving quite freely, and so I hope that's not going to have an effect on this game. A long rally there, and really just ending with a poor error into that corner. But score there 7-4. Be very interesting to see how they cope with fitness-wise in this match, with these long rallies at the start of the game. Maybe a tactic here from the Hungarian, knowing that Hald Jensen maybe not the fittest she's been, and that she's had some hard games, so really looks like looking to play long hard rallies here.
Yes, she's seems to take very little time in between points as well, which is another sign that she's keen to get on, keep their point moving, giving them little time to recover in between points.
Yeah, and if she's to be successful in this tactic, really needs to cut out these errors. One in the net there, and the one out the back before. So it really needs to be a bit more solid here. And Hald Jensen going for the backhand low serve in this. Do we see that much in the ladies singles, Tony?
Very few women's singles players would be using a backhand serve. Depth, consistency is key for winning women's singles. In men's singles, you'd see a lot of just, angles and power shots that will win points, but the high serve is a much easier start to the rally to get your opponent right at the back of the court to then dominate the rest of the rally. Yeah,
maybe some of the higher level female players using the low serve a bit more, but as you say, really good tactic to get the opponent all the way to the back of the court and open up space at the front. So after the interval here, score 11-6. Both players seem quite happy to get straight back into it. Not too long a break, and some good penetrating drop shots here from Hald Jensen. This round the head slice, very effective, and to take her into the interval, hit a very good reverse slice. So obviously good quality of shots, and the Hungarian girl struggling to pick these shots up. She heard me there, I think.
Bit of fortune. That's the second, maybe third net court she's actually gone this first set. So bit of luck, keeping her alive in this set, but not by much.
Yeah, really. It's like Hald Jensen in control. Some very good quality slices down to the front of the court, and the Hungarian Sarosi really struggling to get down to these drop shots at the moment. Not quite able to reach in and pick them up.
that one landing
Service over.
just in. That being said, most of her 4-stars have come from landing out in the tram lines wide of the court rather than in the net or out the back of the court, which is quite odd, because usually it's the depth that players struggle with, overhitting, underhitting, rather than actually pushing the shuttle wide out the side of the courts.
I'd like to see her hitting to a slightly safer area of the court, rather than trying to hit right to the sides. Often talk about hitting with a good margin for error. So, like the last couple of lifts and clears we've seen here, not going quite to the corner of the court. There's less chance to them going outside. A little bit impatient there, I think, with the attack, seeing the shuttle come back to her early, and then thinking, I think she realised, feeling a bit frustrated with that one. Really using a lot of these slices, Hald Jensen, and I think the Hungarian's starting to read these a little bit more.
She's pushed her base up a good bit, and making it much easier for her to retrieve the drops, the slices, allowing herself to put a lot more pressure and control the rally. But another error.
Yeah, seems to be doing some things right, but then really making too many of these unforced errors, and unforced in that she's in a strong position, and she should be able to make that shot. A great recovery there.
On that cord.
The Hungarian hitting a good slice drop shot and catching the net cord on the way through, and Hald Jensen diving and returning the favour by hitting a net cord back again. Just wiping the court down there. Obviously the dive, these players are working very hard and sweating, and when they dive they tend to leave some sweat on the surface, which does make the courts very slippery, and so just a safety precaution in that instance. Again, a clever around the head drop shot. So she's hitting around the head as opposed to hitting a backhand there, and catching the opponent by surprise.
Of course, the benefit of hitting a around the head shot as opposed to a backhand is to be able to see exactly where your opponent is, and you're able to move straight back into the court. Hitting a backhand requires you turning around, facing the opposite direction. Of course, need sometimes some positions do call for a backhand, but if at all possible, avoid backhands.
Yeah. Hit some very strong shots out of her around the head corner. It's Hald Jensen, and we've been causing the Hungarian a lot of problems. Easy error there on the drop shot. Should be frustrated with that one. Looks like she wants to close this game out, and so she should save energy. But, seems in control, but I think the Hungarian beginning to extend these rallies a little bit longer. As you say, Tony, by pushing her base up a little bit, she's able to cover these drop shots. You'd like to see Hald Jensen maybe use a few more punch clears to the rear court now to take her opponent out of position. I think she heard me then. She's starting to use the punch clears more.
And of course, once a few punch clears have been used, the opponent's base should then move right back to the centre of the court, and she can start using her effective attacking slices and cuts again.
And a good mixture in the attack there, attacking the body with that winning smash, and I think that's one of the first body smash she uses, so her opponent not expecting that. Smashing directly at her opponent, often a difficult shot to return.
Generally, in the women's game, defense is much stronger than attack. Therefore, that's why the punch clears and the drops are used a lot more than the smashes, pulling your opponent out of position rather than going for a direct winner with the hard smash.
It's a good shot from the Hungarian girl. She looks like she's starting to hit a few more winners now, and playing herself into this game a little bit more. Hald Jensen looking perhaps a little tired, and looking like she's trying to win these rallies too quickly.
Even if the Dane does close this set out, it's looking very, very positive for the Hungarian for the second set. Found a rhythm now. The Dane looking a bit tired, so that is the first set over now. But it'll be interesting to see who will reach 11 first in the second set.
Yeah. Welcome back to this second set at the women's singles semi-final, the Carlton Irish Future Series. The first set taken by the Danish player, Hald Jensen, and the Hungarian girl, Sarosi, getting her way into the game at the end of that first set. Tony?
Getting a bit used to the way the Dane has been trying to build her rallies. If the Dane wants to control this set, she's going to need to vary her shots a bit more and use the punch clears a bit more effectively, some body smashes like you mentioned earlier, and only when the Hungarians pulled out of position at the back of the court, she should go for her winners with the drops and the slices.
Yeah. Again, we see a lot of these really good quality drops, and the right idea to use the punch clear. Just hitting that one wide, but it would have been getting her opponent under pressure. Very solid body smash and movement forward then.
Exactly.
And that was creating a lot of pressure on her opponent.
Low serve, getting her in all sorts of trouble. I'd be surprised if she continued to serve low, as I don't think her high serve had any issues with it.
Yeah, it looks like she makes the low serve. It's quite hard to push off and cover the corners if their opponent flicks. So looking to struggle a little bit with her movement sometimes, covering the full length of the court. As we mentioned before, she's got quite a heavy strap on her knee there, so movement could be proving a slight issue here.
Could be down to the several three-setters that she's had throughout the tournament.
That's right. These matches often going on for around an hour. If there's one set all, then you play the deciding set, and really these matches can go on for a long time. So these players need to be very, very fit, and in all aspects of fitness. Need to be very flexible to make these lunges into the net and recover again, and also a very good stamina, and also good strength in the movement. So really a all-round sport in terms of the fitness requirements.
Yeah, an awful lot of physical fitness needed. Of course, what sort of mental endurance would you expect these players to have, or the winners to have in these situations?
Again, very intense and long matches, so requiring a lot of mental energy. Need to be highly focused, really in the moment, and able to maintain that for long periods of time. And then dealing with high pressure situations at the end of each set, and so yeah, both mentally and physically a very demanding sport, and really the being fit physically will put them in a better situation to deal with the mental stress for the competition.
Hungarian doing well to control that rally, but like we saw at the start of the first set, maybe the middle of the first set, the unforced error for making her life a little bit harder.
Yeah, and a bad time for that error, wasn't it? She was starting to build a little bit of a lead, and again she was 7-4 up, and now two errors, and the score back within one. So would you say at a high level we can't really afford to make these types of errors?
No, not at all. And what we saw there was Laura asking the umpire for a break to towel down and dry off her handle. Maybe the handle was damp, maybe it wasn't. It could be used as a break mentally and physically to recompose herself, get herself ready for the next point.
Yeah, looks like after those couple of errors, she did need to refocus.
Very good disguise there.
A good response, a very effective drop shot there from the around the head corner. And unfortunately, again, following the good shot, there's an error. So really, in this period of the game, she could have had a good lead, but those errors really costing her.
Two service errors within the space of 3 points there, and from the Hungarian.
A good reverse slice drop shot there from Hald Jensen, and really bringing that shuttle down close to the net. The slicing of the shuttle causing it to look like she's hitting a hard shot, and so element of deception there, but also the shuttle dipping quite steeply and landing close to the net. These slice shots are used a lot from the rear court. A lot of the shots are sliced to cause this deception. So we go into the interval with the Hungarian leading 11-10, and the momentum really shifting between the players in this game so far. But I think Hald Jensen will be happy to be at 10-11, and a little bit lucky with her opponent making a few errors. So 11-all now in this second game, and again a good cross-court slice from Hald Jensen, putting her opponent under a lot of pressure at the net. And again the use of the cross-reverse slice, still proving very effective. Hungarian still not picking up too many of these shots. Just as we were saying before, with her base moving forward, the quality of the shot from Jensen very good. So very difficult for the Hungarian girl to pick it up. And a good deception there on the return of serve.
Yeah, shot quality's been very high from Hald when she has managed to win the point. It's just because of the deception and only losing out on a few points by missing it by a fraction.
Yeah, has good racket skills. Hits very well from each corner, and like you say, has some good deceptions as well. And close call there on the sideline. But,
arguing with that, but really she shouldn't have been in that position. She played quite a good net shot and immediately backed off instead of staying up to kill the next shot. Would have been an easy opportunity for a point.
A little bit of luck there, just scrabbling that one over the net, and yeah, tough on the Hungarian girl in that situation. And, I think Hald Jensen had been moved out of position. It's a good quality shot from the Hungarian, but again, just managing to scrabble that one back over.
Well, that's been the difference in this set. I think the Hungarian has played a better set, but been in winning positions and either thrown a few unforced errors in or had a bit of misfortune with net courts.
I've been very impressed with Hald Jensen being able to stretch with these shots and just scrabble them back at arm's length. These really deep lunges, and just a very committed player, as she's not letting the shuttle hit the floor.
Another one drawn wide.
Yeah, was really a chance there. Short-lived and a good opening, but just unable to capitalise.
Service over.
16-17. This set is really going to be settled by unforced errors. Whoever will keep the shuttle in the court the longest should take this game.
Yeah, and unfortunate just making that error on the high serve there. Quite rare. I think maybe
Is that the third on this set?
the occasion, yeah, perhaps the occasion and the nurse getting to her in this this semi-final match here.
Service over. 17-18.
Real chance there to finish the rally, but a little bit of frustration there with missing that smash. Haven't seen too many of those errors from Hald Jensen, so good fight back there from the Hungarian. Did very well to make that final kill. Again, a few errors from Hald Jensen, and the Hungarian being a lot more solid in these last few rallies and just forcing the error. Really seems like the longer the rallies go on, the more it would suit the Hungarian. And again, unfortunately,
Another serve out.
the error on the high serve. We really can't be doing those types of mistakes.
And each time it's been out the sides rather than out the back, which no error is good, but ideally an error out the back of the court will be more common.
Good slice from the forehand corner, bringing that shuttle across court. A very, very good angle, and just really was under pressure in that rally, and managed to just recover and win that rally.
Element of hit and hope in that shot. She was out of position, but managed to produce the shot quality to win the rally.
Yeah, wouldn't see that one happening too often.
Especially at this stage in the game.
And there we go. The second set goes to the Hungarian girl with a very good fight at the end of that in that second set. So we now go to the third and deciding set of the Carlton Irish Future Series. Here we are in the start of the third set in this ladies singles semi-final of the Carlton Irish Future Series. Anna Hald Jensen versus Laura Sarosi, and really both players coming out really sharp at the start here to try and get a lead in this game and establish their control.
Hald Jensen, no stranger to the pressure of a third set.
Hald Jensen on her route through to the semi-final, winning in 3 sets against Sonia Pekkola of Finland, 21-11 in the third set, and then against the number 2 seed Mari Denny, winning that time 21-17 in the third set again. So 2 very long, hard matches there, and then winning in 2 sets in the quarter-final, so a little bit more straightforward in that game. And now just trailing 4-1 in this third deciding set here. The Hungarian girl looking like she's moving quite well, and her fitness seems to be quite good. She looks quite animated at the start of this third set.
Definitely. That last punish there, however, may have drifted just wide, like a lot of our errors have been so far in this game, but it was quite short as well, so landed right in the line and gave her the point.
Really playing some good winning shots now. Really starting to control the game a little bit for this start of this third set. A little bit impatient there to go for that winning shot. Not quite in position for that one, but some good rallies here. Starting to get some longer rallies using the whole court, and had a good tempo.
The longer the rally goes on, the more confident I become in the day winning it. Hald Jensen, very good at keeping in shot selection, hitting the right shot at the right time, not going for anything too complicated. Whereas I think the Hungarian usually will be a bit impatient, force the error.
The game going on now for quite a number of minutes, and so interesting to see which player holds up to the physical test. So 36 minutes of action here in this semi-final, and
Would you like to predict the length of this match now, Ben?
well, I think we could be in for some long rallies in this third set, and I'd say we'd be looking at around the 50-minute mark.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too bold a call to anticipate this match being decided and setting in the third set.
just forcing the Hungarian there to play the backhand, and always a good tactic in singles to make your opponent turn and play the backhand in the rear court. Ferocious attack there from the Hungarian.
Like to see it.
Yeah, really moving forward and hitting strong penetrating smashes. And again, on her forehand side, they're looking very strong.
Good time to up the tempo, and there just a quick sprint to 11, attempting to have a good margin as the changeover.
And again, a very high quality shot from Hald Jensen there. The slice really dropping close to the net. And Hungarian at full stretch to try and get that one back. Just the error there on the deep forehand corner. Taking some deep breaths there after that rally, and really was a long hard rally. So taking her time to get her breath back, checking her strings, and trying to refocus for the next rally.
Yeah, extremely impressive for Hald to pull this one back and reach 11 first, after being 10-5 down. 10-6 down. Her goal was to minimise damage, the gap between the two scores, but
showing her experience, and really has been very mentally strong in doing that. And so we go into the break at 11-9, and still all to play for in this third set, and starting to see some exciting rallies, and some good badminton.
Now at the business end of this women's singles semi-final, really nothing between these two players at the minute.
Very close call on the back spectrum line there. Just wide. Great to see the athleticism here of the players. Jumping, twisting, turning, lunging, and diving. And
at the same intensity that they did from Laval in the first as well. There's been no drop in quality and tempo from the start of the match.
Yeah, this is one of the best lady singles we've seen in this competition so far. Quite good pace to the game, and some high quality shot making. So this really quite a strong semi-final here.
Of course, the other women's semi-final has also gone to 3, which is on the court beside us. Another a French, a Finnish. So this court will be quite eager to wrap up their game, get off court, cool down, and maybe catch a glimpse of the other semi to see what the winner will be in for in the final.
Definitely something players often think about, to go and watch their opponents for the next match, and very good practice to do that and go and take some notes and think about how you can play them.
Service over, 12-14.
Hit a bit lucky to get away with that net kill. Not quite putting the shuttle away. Surprised she didn't really kill that shuttle on the floor.
I'm not sure she chose to leave that shot, but it did drift just wide. That point ending after the shuttle just clipped the roof, awarding the point to the Hungarian.
Yeah, very good net spin, making the shuttle land very close to the net, meaning the opponent had to lift vertically to the ceiling, and therefore the obvious risk of hitting the ceiling. Very good drop shot there, bringing the shuttle down really close to the net, and Hald Jensen really full stretch to try and get that one back.
Out of position, trying to play too tight a net spin, forcing her to forcing the error.
Yeah, just not quite enough momentum on that shot to take it over. Very close though. Very dynamic jump out to the forehand side there. Very happy with that shot. I think she's really trying to G herself up now for a final push, and to try and close this game back, get her score back up to the Hungarian girl.
Again, that same slow drop to the forehand corner, and being very effective by the Hungarian. Could possibly be a tactic that the Hungarian has been using because of the strapping on the left knee of the Dane. That's the knee that she would be needing to push off into that corner, and maybe just a wee bit slow today.
Yeah, really a good tactic to hit steep angles down to the forehand of the opponent. Difficult for them to reach down and pick those ones up. Trying to take a little break there after the error, and wonder again if it's an issue with nerves.
Very good officiating. The umpire recognised that possibly just a cheeky attempt to break up the play, get momentum back.
Yeah. Good punch clear there from Hald Jensen, and really getting her opponent under pressure in the round the head corner. Getting short lift, and then really punished that one well with the smash. Very strong smash into the backhand side of her opponent.
Only 1 point between them now, having been 4 points down just a minute or so ago.
Punch clear, just going along. Again, it was a good shot, the right one to go for, but just overhitting that one slightly. And that smash down the sideline, just fantastic accuracy, catching the line, and that gives the Hungarian match point.
Those are the shots that really gave her so much trouble at the start for missing them, but really tightened her game up at the end there. And after 47 minutes, I think you called a 50-minute match, Ben. Luckily, I'm not brave enough to make the call time myself, but a great start to the women's side of the tournament here, with the Hungarian Laura Sarosi taking the third, 21-17.
Yeah, and the longer we talk, we can maybe extend the time to 50 minutes.
Yes, well, we'll have to go out there and have an interview with them.
Okay, so the next match back at the Carlton Irish Future Series semi-final is the men's singles between Joshua Eppe and Kian Andersen, both players from Denmark. So we'll join you back on badmintonisland.tv for that in just